it because something's going on at your center, I email it out to you onto a web page with the workbook if it comes with one, and any of the downloads that we talk about, and then you can watch it whenever you want. So let's get started. My name is Noelle Dentino, and I'm one of the owners of Scribble Time, a center for early learning. We're located in Massachusetts, right on the border of Rhode Island, so we're about 15 minutes from Providence and 40 minutes from Boston, Mass. And we've owned our center. This year is going to be our 10th year anniversary. And I come from a business background, and my sister Sarah came from early ed. And so what we did 10 years ago was we combined our skill sets, and we opened up our center that grew really quickly. And my sister and I all along, if I opened up a center, I'd have no clue about the kids. When we rented the space, it was 5,000 square feet with no walls, and she was like, we have to put walls up for the classrooms. And I was like, are you kidding me? Trying to cut down on expenses. And she's like, and now I know why, because 10 years later the kids need their space. So, like, you just learn from each other. And she says that she wouldn't be able to run her center without having the business side of it. And that's exactly why we opened up Flip My Center, to give you guys trainings just like this. This training that I'm about to show you, I've been teaching it for over a year, but I've changed some of the content of it simply because I find that Facebook changes constantly, and I'm going to get into it as to why it does. So today I'm going to talk about what advertising is. I'm going to teach you about engagement marketing. I'm going to show you a really simple way to make graphics, even for people like me. I would be the employee at your center who does bulletin boards that you redid at night because they were so ugly. And if I can do graphics, anybody can. I'm going to show you an easy Facebook plan and a marketing plan to use on Facebook as well. So advertising in general is, what you think of it. All along our whole lives, we think about advertising, and it's a quick commercial on TV telling you to buy something. You open up a newspaper. It's an ad in there telling you they're having a sale, come buy something. That's what the advertising is. On Facebook, this is what advertising looks like. If this is your Facebook post, I'm sorry, but I'm just showing. I blocked out the center's name so nobody would know. It's back to school time. Have you enrolled? Look right here. I'm going to make it yellow. How many likes did they get? 0. This is another Facebook post about making tuition payments online. Another 0. No one's interested in us as centers selling, advertising as you think about it. Here's another center. The Scholastic book orders are due. They're going to submit them by Friday. The big fat 0. No one likes that stuff. You do not want to use typical advertising with your Facebook page. And I will, like when people contact me and they need help because they're low enrollment, the first thing I'm going to talk about is marketing, and the first thing I'm going to go looking at is your Facebook page, because I believe that Facebook is a driver in filling up your center. So you don't want to put stuff on it like, don't forget your jackets tomorrow, or reminder field trip forms are due. That is not a way, that's not really what Facebook's for. That should be a quick email that you can send to families, or maybe a memo that you put out, or a newsletter that you put out every week. What is engagement marketing? This is why you're here today, to learn about this exact process. It's building a relationship with existing and potential parents through sharing about your center, your industry, and about you. It's connecting with others. So if you shift your mindset from advertising, putting an ad out there that says, now enrolling infants, and you leave it at that, it's probably going to get 0 likes or like 1 like. It's not going to get a ton. But if you put ads out like this, and this could be some of you on the call because I went looking at Facebook pages. This person says learning our letters and making friends. They got 10 likes on that. Waters Early Learning Center put this out about this activity that they had. They got 17 likes out of that. That's a big engagement for them. Look at this one, Early Minds Child Care Center. She just put a thing about circle time, 26 likes. You see the difference that the parents are looking at. They're liking more things that are have to do with the kids in the center versus you giving them a direction to do something. Here's mine. This is one that I did last week. I got 16 likes and 1 comment. This one post I did Throwback Thursday, and I made, these are 4 photos. This one post, 797 reach. So what happens is every person that likes your post, once they like it, Facebook then puts it in an algorithm which determines whose news feed your post shows up in. So when these 16 people started liking my post, it then put my post out to almost 800 people saw it in their newsfeed. That's how they determine what's going to do. So the more likes you're getting on a page, even if you're only getting 5, the more likes you're getting is better than that post that you put, no hot lunch tomorrow. Because not that they don't care that there's not hot lunch tomorrow, but that's boring post. That's not something they're going to engage with. You want to look to build relationships with people. So the more likes that I'm getting on this, the better I'm getting out on in Facebook world is where you want to be. It's another center, Milestone Childcare. They got 11 comments on this by simply sharing an article and said, what are your thoughts on this? I've had a problem with the arrow, as you can see. They did another one that I was looking at their page. Just a simple quote. To a child, love is spelled time. That's an awesome quote. And it got 14 people liking it. Now, if my 16 got 797, what can this post get? Think about this when you're posting onto Facebook. So graphics. When you're making, you want to make graphics that get the engagement of your audience, right? So here's one. I'm not asking them to like this. I'm not asking them to sign up for something. I'm simply saying, I have an advanced pre-K class. These are the things that we do. This is the age group. And I post these every week. I'll post one different class. And sometimes, and we'll get into it later, is I'll boost this post or I'll use this as an ad because people like to see pictures of the kids doing things. And this could eventually get calls coming into me. Here's another one that I made. And I have one for every program, infant up through toddler. And this is my mission statement, partnering with today's family to provide learning opportunities to tomorrow's leaders. These posts get me frequent likes, tons of engagement, which then leads me to phone calls. I'm going to show you, this is a Facebook cover page I made with one little girl. This post right here, when I updated my cover page, this post got me engagement of 1,350. 1,350 people saw my post once they saw this page. These are my Throwback Thursday, so he's now in preschool, and this was him as an infant. And here's same thing, one more of an infant and a pre-K. So what I use to make graphics for my Facebook page is PicMonkey.com, Canva.com, and then on my iPhone I use WordSwag and Photo Collage. And I'm going to try right now to take you into a couple of them, just so you can see. And I would love it if somebody in the chat room would just write that you can see my PicMonkey, just so I can know that you, someone's typing, hey, it's working. Sometimes with that doesn't work. So PicMonkeys, and it is, I did buy the account. It's like, I think it was $30 for the year, and it gets me a little bit more than some of the normal things that it can get you. So I'm going to open up a graphic. Let's see. I'm just going to find a picture that I have done. Let's just take 2 seconds. All I have is scenes. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to take a picture of this little girl. And we're going to, just like I showed you, sometimes it just takes like a minute for them to do this. There we go. All right. So anytime you want to ask me, go ahead and ask, and I am to keep both windows open so I can see your comments. All right. So here's the picture. So this is simply, you drag it in, you can crop it to make a little bit, to take out the background. Think backgrounds when you do it. I saw a center that did some pictures, and one of the things that they did, they were in an older building and they had a fan on in the background, and it made me think that it was like really hot in there. So you want to cut out extra things that you have in the background. So to make the graphics for my my advertising or to boost my post, I took a picture of this girl, I cropped it. You go to the butterfly and you can add, like, look at all these, wait till you see all the cool things that you can add. Like what I did with her was I added this, but you can add hearts to it. Like all you do is click on it and it adds a heart. You can add, I've seen some centers do this, like the fun bubbles. Can say something funny she's thinking, or you can say capture this. Have you ever seen those that they do? Capture this. You can do, there's like a million different things you can do. And like I said, this is free. And the only things that are going to cost you is anything with this little tiny yellow crown. That means you have to upgrade, but for the most part, this stuff is free. You can add mustaches, you can add little graphics, whatever. But to make that professional graphic that I made, that I showed you, I simply added this box, turned it upright. I'm going to make it bigger so it covers the whole side. Pull it over. And then what I'm going to do is I want it to match the scene somehow. So in the color where it says black, I'm going to hit this little tiny science tube, and I'm going to click on the orange. See how wherever I put it, it matches the color. So for someone like me that is like desperate, any help with something creative, that's what I did. But then I'm going to fade it so that you can still see the whole picture. Then you're going to add it just takes a minute. You simply add text, and we did pre-K. And like with any text, you can literally do anything with it. You can change it any font you want, any color. If you hit this block on the right, it's going to give you the same feature of being able to match it up to anything. I'll match it to the blue. If it gets stuck behind anything, you can do bring it forward. And in mine, I put it in this funky font. It's called Thirsty Script Bold, which I like. And then you do the same thing. Add in your graphics. You can just type in like little things like writing, social skills. Like whatever it is that you are selling at your school, like that you want people to know about, you can do things like this. Change it so it looks professional, go down the list. And then with you're going to do it with go back to the what do you call it, the butterfly, and you're going to add your own overlay. And so every picture that you do, you're going to add your logo. because anytime you want, if that thing goes viral, you want to make sure that it's your center getting on there. And if you just did advanced pre-K without your logo, then people would be like, well, advanced pre-K where? Or pre-K, where are you talking about? I kind of fade mine too, because my graphics designer a long time ago made it for she made it for somebody that has a white background, and now I can't get rid of it. And so you keep going. And as you can see from my presentation, I do a bunch of these. There's so many different things you can do. The other day I did some stuff on, I'm deleting everything. You can do, like right here, you can find a picture, put a mat on it, make the mat thick, the color of the mat to, if we went with the orange, then you can post that up on Facebook. Another quick website I'm going to show you is canva.com. This one's like super easy, if it will load up. This one, you just get it, it's free. You can get a membership to it, and you can find a social media, just something that will show up in the news feed. And anything with lines in it is not free. You're probably not going to be able to see it on this, but there'll be like X's going through it. But you see this is like already set up. So like, what can you do with this? I don't know if you saw that and you're like, oh wow, that's so great. Or this one right here, Little Fields. So we could upload our image. I could put one of my images in there. See how it keeps that same softness to it. Also keeps the writing. So in the writing section, I'll write infant fun. Oops, it made it too big, so I could just drop it down, let's say to 200. And just do infant fun, and like there is a picture of my center with infant fun. If you're needing infants, like, you're kind of posting constantly to show what you can do. The other thing I'm going to do quick, we're going to go back into the presentation, but I am going to get the presentation ready. Facebook, when I show you, it's like, of course, doesn't want me to get in there. Here we go. All right. So we're going to go back to the presentation. So these are, like I just showed you, Canva. You can make Facebook pages. You can make anything to do with like in the news feed. And on the phone, I'm constantly using word swag and photo collage. So what's a Facebook engagement plan? You might hear that, like what's your strategy for social media? My strategy is use it. Like I said, when I talk to centers around the area, I will talk with them about what's going on with their marketing. And it's expensive for us to market in our local paper. I can't even afford the weekly paper. I personally feel it's outrageous. Then we get into the daily paper, but the weekly paper, I do it. And I have to tell you, over the past, I'm going to say like 2 years, like I'm not getting a response like I used 2 years ago with it. And that's why we've pretty much driven all of our energy onto Facebook, because we are finding it. And so what happened to me, and I'm going to show it, well, I'll get to it in a bit, but post 2 times a day at least, and use the scheduler that I'm going to show you in a minute. You're going to post stuff like what's going on at the center. Go outside and take a picture of the playground, and you can keep it on your phone or email it to yourself just so you have it all the time, like really cool pictures of the center that I just literally, most of the stuff I'm taking with my iPhone. And I just take pictures and save them. And when I don't have anything to post, I'll post a picture of the playground or the gym or one of the classrooms. Post pictures. Do you have authorization to post pictures of the kids? If you do not, and it's your philosophy not to post pictures of the kids, that's totally fine. You can still post what they're doing though. You can post a child's handwriting. You can post a child's hand using a paintbrush painting. You can do an area, like a shot above the table of the artwork or whatever project that they're working on. Or you can post a picture of the book that you're reading at circle time. There's so many things that you can post. You want to be set out to be the expert in childcare in your area, and you're going to do this using this technique. 2 posts a day, that's it. If you can do more, like I wouldn't do like 10. You know, if you want to do like 2 to 6, you could. I think 6 is a lot. You could hit 4. Might be reasonable because you don't want to be in the news feed nonstop, not getting engagement. Post pictures to make them laugh. If you're not following us on Pinterest yet, you should, because on the Flip My Center Pinterest page, there is every board that's on there is for you. It's like kid quotes, grandma quotes, dad quotes, mom quotes, articles to share with families. It's all these things I'm talking about right here. The only thing that's not on there are things for you to like graphics for you to post. I haven't made graphics for you, so I make my own. You use yours plus whatever I have on the Flip My Center boards. You don't have to use those articles though. You could go to scholastic.com. You know that they have great parenting area. You could share articles from there. I will say I don't get a ton of engagement from those articles, but in a recent class I took on social media marketing, one of the things they said is that not every post is created equal, and that's the truth. So maybe I didn't get a like on an article I shared about potty training from the Today Show parenting website, but maybe people did click through it, and it's showing me as an expert in everything to do with kids under the age of 6. And that's what I want to do in my area. So check out Scribble Time, which is my center. Tons of stuff on there, mostly for you and your teachers. But the Flip My Center Facebook boards will be great. And under your center's page, like things. Like I like my local bookstore. I like the market, the farmer's market in the area. I like all the apple orchards. I like all the fun stuff to do in the area. Like sometimes even the mall has fun things going on. And those are things you can share, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to take you into, I'm going to go back to my desktop. And I'm going to take you over to my Facebook page. And this is when you log in as yourself in Facebook, and then you switch over to your business. So this is my Scribble Time Center for Early Learning. Look at this right here over on the right. I got 22 new page likes this week, and my reach was 14,962 for free. In the past 7 days. I'm able to post quite a bit, and this is what we do. So how to figure out. See up in the top, it says Insights. I'm going to click on that. Insights is the data that Facebook collects that shows you what's going on. So 779 people like my page. I'm getting a reach of about 15,000, and I have 832 people engaged. So this last week I got 295 likes on total of everything that I posted, 29 comments. I had 55 people share something that I did, and look at this is the number that we're all looking for, 1.5, so 1,500 post clicks, either to my Facebook page, to my website, or to my, probably it also could be my Pinterest account, because I share both from there. So I am a busy director just like you. I have 113 students here right now with me. I have 28 staff here with me also, and I am just as busy as you are. And I'm getting these numbers, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to do it. So like I told you, I like other pages. So I'm a nut right now, and I like the Center for Disease Control because I'm all freaked out about Ebola and everything else. And sometimes the CDC will post something of importance or something I feel I can share with my parents. And last week they posted, and this is one of the reasons why I got a big, you saw those numbers. I got a really big reach last week because they posted this little graphic that said, "Keep calm and wash your hands." It's just funny, and it got shared like so many times. So what I do is I go through the news feed and I see if I can share anything. And sometimes you can, and sometimes you can't. And I'm not really seeing anything. So I will come up with, so there's nothing in the news feed right now that I'm going to share. So I will click back on and get me over to my page, right? And in this box right here, this is where you do your status update. And you can only do this on a desktop, which is too bad because I wish I could do this on my iPad. And on your iPad, you can do it on, I'm going to type it, it's called hootsuite.com. And if you get it, it's free. You can set yourself up on Hootsuite and you can schedule your posts. So I'm going to do, it's a great start to the week. And then I'll add like, I'll add a picture that we have. I can't type and write at the same time. Okay, so I have a picture of an activity going on. I wrote, we've played outside, had pizza, been writing and painting. Now it's time for rest. So you click on the clock down the bottom, and I'm going to schedule this to go out at 12:45 p.m. And I'm going to hit schedule. And what that's going to do is that's going to schedule my post. And so if you see right here, it says 2 scheduled posts. You click on that. It shows you that I have 2 posts coming up. So today at 4:30, I have one coming up. And I scheduled it for October 14th, but we'll see. So today at 4:30, I have one I'm sharing that we went on a kindergarten field trip to Adams Farm, and I'm sharing Adams Farm page. Down below, I have It's a Great Start to the Week, the one that we just did. So these are the posts that I'm doing. If you have any questions, go ahead and write them in the chat box. I literally will sit there for an hour, and I will just do this nonstop, posting right from this page. I'm actually going to take you into another page I post for my daughter's elementary school. And if you see here, I have 12 posts scheduled. And I will share a picture, share a graphic. I made all these graphics right in PicMonkey. So that, like, if you know you're having an open house in 2 weeks, just like go ahead and schedule the post, like getting ready for it. Are you coming? It's here. And then a thank you after. They're having a walkathon on Saturday. So like all these posts are ready to rock and roll. They're just sitting in the news feed so that you can take the time to do it. There's a question in here. Is it true that when you like another organization's page, only when you like a post on their news feed? Mindy, is it true that when you like another organization's page, only when you like a post on their news feed? Hold on a second, I think she's retyping. Does it show up on your news feed? It doesn't show up on my news feed. It ends up showing up on your and it would show up on your news feed, like on my news feed if I saw it. Because I like Scribble Time, and it would show me that I liked it. If you go into activity up in the top, it will show you like all the things that you liked and what, and I haven't really liked anything, but this is all the engagement I've gotten. But if I like something, It would tell you, yes, it would. It should show up in their news feed. So what you're doing is you're maybe like every couple weeks updating your cover page. Here's another example. I posted out there using the first letter of your last name, just use one word to describe scribble time. And so we had 43 people commented on the post. The reach got over 1,000. And then I came back and I used PicMonkey, made a Facebook cover page, and look at all these are the words that it got. So like I'm engaging with them, making it like something interesting that they want to do. They want to participate in it, and it's like really creating a ton of engagement. Someone in the chat room has, can you change your page from a personal page to a business? I'm not 100% sure if you can. If you'd probably have to go into settings maybe. Under page info. You might not be able to. Yeah, I don't see an area where you can change your page. So if you're in that situation where your page is personal and you want to switch it to create one for your business, so in your business, the personal one that you have, you can start linking to that page and say, oh, come follow us over here. We're going to be on this page. And put a link on there so they can just easily click on it and then like it immediately. You could try that. So another thing that I want to show you is we're back at the home page. I call this the home page, even though they probably don't. In the insights. And I'm going to show you, I think it's on this one. So what happens is it shows you all different, those are spam. There's another page that I want you to see. Okay, this is the page. So once you get into Insights, you go to Posts. And this is a page right here that's so important. It actually tells you, look at this chart down the bottom, what time of day it is and how much engagement I get. So Sunday I had engagement like 722. This was all last week. And they'll show you about what engagement I get a day and then what time of day people are really liking us. So it actually looks like it's an all day from 9 to midnight, which would be like really a lot of time. But like it really peaks at night, probably from like 6 to 8. So kind of when you're going through your pages and you're scheduling your posts, like spread it out. Don't just do every morning at 9 o'clock. Maybe do like a good morning one first thing out of the gate. And then later in the day do something, and then at night do, oh, we had such a great day. Here's a picture of whatever. I share people's blogs. I just did this today. I just posted that a little bit ago. I saw this on the Facebook, and you can see it got 19 likes, 291 people saw it. So these are the things that you're just looking for fun things that they can that they'll like, and I'm going to tell you that a lot of them like, hold on, I'm trying to get someplace else too. A lot of them end up liking things that are, that really have to do with the kids in general. All right, so I'm going to take you back to the presentation. And one of the things on the post that it does show you is it shows you every post that you did, and then it tells you the reach that you got in this line. So if the Throwback Thursday got 677 reach. The first letter of your last name, just to repost, this is what we did. We took what you gave us and we created this Facebook cover page, and these are the things people are saying about our center. It got 447. I posted an article and it got 126. And then this is interesting. Are you looking for something to do next Wednesday night? We have a science class that comes and he's having an event, and I shared an event and all that I got 43. So things that you think they might like, they might not. You never know. So you kind of like looking and feeling and seeing what they're, what's getting the most engagement from. And it's not what the most engagement you think they're going to get. It's what their, results are really. And this again, just showing you the time to post so that you're doing it differently. So what happened to me back in September was my center, thankfully, has always been full for the 10 years that we've been open. And even during the recession when that hit, 7 years ago, I had panic stricken that, your enrollment's going to drop and what are we going to do? And thankfully it didn't. But this September was different because the town that we live in and the surrounding towns have all gone to full-day kindergarten. And for the first time ever, we only had 12 students signed up for our class of 20 for kindergarten. So over the summer, we did some Facebook marketing, and I'm going to show you. And I filled up the room. And so it wasn't bad. And so first week of school comes, and 3 kids don't show up. And I call the parents, and they're like, oh, we got into full-day kindergarten, for free. Clearly, you would do that versus paying me to come to the center. So out of the gate, we're down 3. Then we had a family come to us, say, oh, my husband just got a job. He left this, he's leaving right now, and I have to pack up and move. I'm leaving in the end of the month. And she had 2 kids. And then I have another family with 3 kids. I all of a sudden ended up with like 8 spots between preschool, which is 2-9, all the way up to my kindergarten, which is the 5-year-olds, for the first time ever. And I'm like, how am I going to do this? And so I was going to put an ad in the paper, but I told you, I have not been getting great response on advertising. So I'm going to hit Facebook and I'm going to try something. And so this is the plan that I tried. And what I did was I created a graphic for each classroom like I showed you. And then I posted one graphic of the age that I needed enrollment in, which was pre-K, the 3. And I boosted that graphic for $20. I'm going to take you over to Facebook right now and just show you what I mean by boosting the ad. So you go to Facebook, you go right on your page, and see I just recently posted this. Even though it's not a graphic, I recently posted this. It says boost, and you're like, what is that? So you click on it. And what it's going to do is it's going to take you to this, which is for some reason really slow. It's going to ask you to boost it. And don't boost it just like this, where it says people who like your page and their friends. Don't do that. Boost it through target marketing. And I'm going to define the audience because I don't know about you, but most of the decision making in childcare in my area is the moms. So I'm going to edit this. I'm not going to waste money on me going into a news feed of a man. So I'm going to say women. It has picked cities for me. So do these cities make sense? They do for me. So I have 4 surrounding towns that makes sense. You can simply add a town or not. I'm not going to pick 18 because I'm going to pick 25 for the age, and I'm going to go up to, we'll go up to 50. And interest, what interest? Motherhood, parenting, infant. They could have interest in preschool. They could have infant interest in kindergarten, like you're looking at people that are starting to look at these things. And I'm going to save this. That pretty much just defined my audience, and it really narrowed it down to who can see my thing. And then you pick your budget, and I did 20. You can pick whatever you can afford. And then you hit boost. And what that will do is that will push, you're paying now to get that into the news feed. Now, like I told you earlier, it wasn't working when I put an ad out that we had openings in pre-K. We know that. I know that. No one liked it. I showed you on other people's pages. No one likes it. But once I did a graphic, it ended up showing more. Recently, I did a graphic, and I'm going to skip slides. I did this graphic. And it just is sight word parking lot because it was a hot topic at pre-K orientation the other night. And how do you get your children engaged in learning at home? You can do stuff like this. And I wrote on there that you could do things like you could put, if you're trying to teach your child like just to recognize the letters of the alphabet, they could easily just put letters on these big poster board and make a parking lot, and you say, oh, drive to A, drive to B, showing the community that I can show you how to teach your children. It got 89 likes, 5 comments, and in the comment sections, people were writing, this is why we love you, you always teach us things, and so it also got 31 shares. This post reached 3,000 something people. And why I'm telling you this is because I told you earlier that we have, I had these openings, and I ended up getting 18 phone calls from doing this. So I boosted it for $20. Then I created an ad just to get page likes for $40 for 2 days. So the first thing that I did was boost the ad that I just showed you how to do, and I boosted that one of that little boy with the parking lot. Then I went into Facebook and I created an ad. This is the exact same day, like within minutes, this is what I'm doing. So I come into Facebook, but when you go into Facebook to create an ad, you have to be under your own name. That's my little daughter when she's 13 now, and that's when she wasn't fresh, when she came to my school. So over here on the right, usually, is a little ad. I think I have to make this bigger so it can show you. Nope. Got to go to my news feed, and I think it will be right here. When you go into your news feed on that, it will create ad shortcuts. I want to create an ad. So I went in and I created an ad, and it's page likes. I'm going to pick scribble time. I think this is the one, yeah. And you can pick the pictures it comes up with. That's what it's going to look like. Right here, it's telling you what it's going to look like. And then you come down the bottom to your audience, and we're going to do the exact same thing. It's telling me, where do you want to get page likes? Well, North Attleboro is the town I'm in, but I also get customers from Attleboro. I get them from Plainville. I get them from Cumberland, Rhode Island. So just do those 4. And see how it says potential reach right here on the right over here. It says 3.2 million. That's like the worst number to get. You don't want that. You want the smallest potential reach, because you're targeting the right people. I don't want my dad, because my father doesn't have any kids that are 4 years old. So I'm going to change the gender to 28, and you can play with this. Maybe your parents in your area are younger or older, or you just want more professional parents. 45. Look at that. Just switching it from 28 to 45 dropped my potential reach to 1.1 million. Now I'm going to click on just women. 620,000. See, I'm getting more targeted into my my area. Then it's going to the more demographics. Let's see. So I want moms. See, the parents, now I got moms. So that's going to, I don't know if it's going to drop the demographics. I mean, you can literally pick whatever you want. Corporate moms, soccer moms. You don't want stay-at-home moms. Trendy moms. So we're like slowly coming up with that. What interests do they have? They could like Pinterest. I mean, think of the market. Pinterest has more female users on that than Facebook. What else does your local people like? Fitness and wellness. They like motherhood. You're just picking different demographics of people that would like you. Then you sit in here and you're saying down the bottom, the campaign ad set, how much you willing to spend per day. Pick it up, like whatever you want. Let's say we're going, I did 40 for this. And then I'm going to set a start date and an end date. And I'm going to start it today and I'm going to end it in 2 days. Because I feel like in Facebook, if you let it go on for a month, it drags it out. So it's today, and we're going to start it, we're going to end it on Thursday. And it says my estimated daily reach is 3,500 to 9,000 people. That's what you want to do. You want to really hone it down to get the most that you want. You know, and pay attention per day. Are you spending $20? I just put $20 per day for a total, and it tells you right here, your ad will run until Thursday the 16th for $40.83. So look at your budget. You could do $5. Like, you don't have to do a ton of money. All right. Can you see, are you back to seeing me now? I just came back over to the chat box. Can you see the Facebook? I'm on my page. Oh, you see Facebook reach. That's good. Okay. At least we're back on that. I know technology isn't awesome, but when you have the video, it should show back up because it records what's on my screen. All right, so you're creating the ad to get the page likes, $40 for 2 days. And then immediately, so I did the boost, then I created the ad for $40, and now I'm posting 3 pictures during the day on 3 separate times. And I posted a joke or a quote, like 3 things in one day. So on the day, they're going to get the boost, the ad that you created, and then 3 pictures of things going on at the center. And you're going to schedule them on Facebook Schedule, like I showed you on Hootsuite. You're going to schedule those throughout the day, not run right after the other. Like, so maybe if you did these ads in the morning, you'll do one at 12, one at 4, one at 8 o'clock at night. And then you're going to post a joke or a quote, something funny to get engagement. One of the best ones, I think, that, you know, if you go into funny mom quotes, that always gets a ton of engagement on my Pinterest page, there's in the mom quote board, there's this like stick figures, and there's this mother carrying like 700 things, and there's a little child behind her holding a stick, and he says, oh, can you carry this? And it's like funny, it gets engagement. I posted one last week from that board, and it said, oh, my name is Mom, but my real name is Mom, 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 like, you know, had the name Mom 100 times. So you're looking for something funny. So then on day 2, I want you to post 2 pictures of things going on at separate times. It could, you know, like maybe once in the morning, once in the afternoon. I want you to post a quote that's touching to a mother, something that you can get them from the boards or whatever quotes that you have. And then I want you to post a shout out to a teacher in a classroom as your final quote thing of the day. So I did this as a 2-day process. Really spent a ton of time on Facebook. If you look at it, I did 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 10 posts in 2 days. Just from doing this, I got 18 calls over the like a 2 or 3 day period, and excuse me, a water break. And so after that, I ended up getting a ton of phone calls from them, and I was able to fill up 7 of the 8 spots within the matter of a few weeks, and I have the rest of the kids are coming next week from that. So this does work. So I tried it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it one more time just to see if it worked, and it really did. I did it again, and I got 13 calls from it. So, you know, the more engaging you are, you see, I'm not sitting out there saying, oh, openings in the pre-K room, openings in this room. I am saying, I have this. This is what we do here. This is what we're about. I'm trying to get you a ton in the news feed, and that's what's going to get you the calls. And when you're getting the phone calls, then ask them, how'd you hear about us? This week, this first week that I ran this, another thing that happened was somebody posted in one of those yard sale Facebook groups, thinking about sending my child to preschool at scribble time. What do you think? And it was like 40 something people responded, and people knew someone that had gone here. Some of my customers were writing in there, my past customers. Some people were saying that they saw it on Facebook. So you really just want to, it's just engaging, getting them talking. Follow my page on, Scribble Time. These are the ads that we talked about. Does anybody have any questions as we're going? You can stop anytime. I already showed you this one. So to review, post on Facebook at least 2 times per day, minimum. You should easily be able to use the Facebook scheduler, and I do mine because I love New England Patriots. I watch the Patriots with my husband, and I sit with my laptop and I schedule Facebook posts for the week. And I schedule certain ones, and then during the week, I'll take pictures of the kids live and post them, that I'm allowed to post them, only if I'm allowed to. Pictures of the kids do so much better than reminders from a newsletter, even if it is, the back of the head of the kid or just the activity. You can easily ask them, share that with them. Use the PicMonkey to create graphics for free and post those, and try some Facebook advertising if you're not full. Like I said, do you have any questions? How many times right now are you posting on Facebook already? Write it in the chat box. Are you posting once a week or not a lot? And then really watch your engagement. See what happens if you post a couple times a day. So, and I get it. Believe me, and I see the comment, I'm trying at least once per day. I get it. I know how busy you are. I feel the same way, and that's why I set aside a little bit of time a week just to pre-post stuff. So if you went on to, say you took like 15 minutes today, and you shut your door, and you went on to Facebook Scheduler, and you open up Pinterest, and you open up, I'm going to jump in and show you. I'm hoping that you can see this. Hold on one sec. All right. Can you see this screen right here with my Facebook? Good. All right. So this is what I do to make it so simple. I'm going to leave this page. I'm not going to run the ad. Up at the top, you know how you have all the different tabs. I am going to Scholastic Parent. So I open up each of the sites that I'm going to go to. Scholastic Parents. I mean, you can find tips anywhere. I'm going to open up Pinterest. This is the Flip My Center page. I'll go to all the boards. Right? And so I'm in this, mom quotes, as it's making me edit it. All right, so I got mom quotes open up. So I'm in Facebook, and yes, you save it up to that. So now I'm in Facebook. I'm on my Scribble Time page. And now I'm going to go to Scholastic Parent, and I'm looking for something fun. How to build the best library for, and we'll do 3 to 5-year-olds, get started. I'm going to copy the link to this. I'm going to write So I'm going to write, are you looking for ways to build your child's library? It's a great way. I delete the link after because it still stays. I'm going to schedule it for today at 2 p.m. Schedule. So like simple, like so quick. Here's another thing that we have is this board on Pinterest. Now Scribble Time has a much better board for kids. But school lunch ideas, we have a board on that. So cut and paste the link, copy the link, get back here. Are you looking for ideas? So you're looking for new ideas on something to send for lunch. So you can see right here, there's like an arrow. You can pick the picture that kind of looks funner. Well, not going to boost it. Sorry, I hit boost. Clear. I'm going to schedule this for tomorrow at 7 p.m. Schedule. So you like clicking and pasting. Graphics, like you want to share a quote, you can, sometimes I'm going to show you that quick. Sometimes if you do a link to it, it shows up nice. Sometimes it doesn't, so you can see it. This one always gets like a lot of, you cut and copy a link as a graphic, paste it. Yeah, that one didn't go. So yeah, so sometimes you have to download it. That's what I wanted to see. So it's like real quick and simple. It like literally, I mean, I can do 5 posts in 5 minutes. Like if you just got all those windows open, and sometimes I sit in front of the computer and I'm like, what am I going to say? You know, like you have so many other things to think about. But if you open up all those pages at once and just start scanning, okay, like what's interesting to them. And then during the week, you know, say you did like 5 posts for the week, 1 a day, share from one of those pages, and then you jump right in and you during the week post a couple of pictures. So those are like simple, easy things. So how do I get my ads from PicMonkey? So you save it to the computer and then you upload it onto Facebook is what you do. It's saved as a JPEG file. And Charmaine, that's a great idea. You have staff that help you with it. So if you have some staff that like really good at that and would be all over Facebook, that's great. It's just like what message are they sending, and you know, think about the direction that you're giving them. I did it with somebody, and it she had a ton of spelling errors, so I stopped it. Because I couldn't fix them all the time. So those are some of the things that we do. Does anybody else have any other questions about PicMonkey? Or I didn't show you Hootsuite, but that's pretty self-explanatory once you take a look at it. So I do this every month. I meet with centers from across the country. We have over 100 people in our leadership line program, and we meet every month, and I teach a topic. And so some months it's last month we taught all about how to get the teachers to do the same thing all the time. We worked on that. We work on performance reviews. We work on marketing techniques. We work on the tour, like how to nail the tour, how to get ready for the tour. So we meet the first Wednesday of every month at 2 o'clock. This month, for November coming up, we're meeting, and one of the things that a lot of the directors in the group are telling me is that they have people that supervise staff, and they don't know how to get them to follow, like, you know, to manage a classroom like they would manage a classroom. And I have a process here using a checklist that gets them right into teaching them how to do it. So I'm going to show them that process, and then sometimes we open up the floor for questions. So I record every session just like this. It looks just like this. It's a PowerPoint presentation. They get a workbook beforehand, and then we take the class, and like, you can't make it. You know, there's only 10 people in the room right now, but 125 people signed up for the class. So within 24 hours, they get a copy of this recording. Then what we do is they tell me, oh, this month I'm having trouble with this, and I kind of like create the curriculum that meets the needs of the current directors. Once the class is over, they get, in 24 hours, they get a link to a director's vault. And in it is that class plus the 2 months prior to that. So there's a workbook for each one, the training video, any downloads that we have, and the steps to take it. And then we have a private Facebook group that we can just meet and vent and support each other. And this weekend, people were asking questions about various topics. So there's so many different things that we can do. And when you join the leadership line, you get Directors Boot Camp for free. And what this does is it kickstarts your child care center. It's 3 self-study courses. My favorite class in the world is using checklists to build enrollment. You get that. That right there, that one class, is how I have kept the center running exactly how I want it to run. So if I'm not here, those checklists keep it clean. When I walk in the door, the center looks like pristine every morning at 6:30, even though we had 113 kids here all day the day before. I don't have teachers sitting around at rest time. We have, tasks that we delegate. We have tons of things that we do, and it gets done using checklists. The way I started off my center, and now I continue to make money off of my drop-off programs, you get that class. This is going to jumpstart your center to make a little bit more money. We do this thing we called it scribble time, and they sign up and they can call me anytime. Like today, I had 2 people call and say, oh, do you have a spot today? I had an infant ad and a preschooler ad. And they came on, and it was 2 people that just took the day off. That was it. And I had 2 people take their spot. So the 2 people that took their day off still paid me, because they're required to pay even if they don't come. And then my scribble time drop-offs, they came and they paid on top of it. So I made money off of that. And this is going to give you my whole process and all the paperwork and how I take care of it. And the third class that you get is our time management class. And that class right there is has couple of great tools. It has my daily and weekly, how I keep track of doing everything, like all the paperwork we have to do, even making time for my Facebook posts. And then inside that is my physical observation, which keeps my center clean and motivates my teachers to keep doing the work that they do. And this is, you can do it as you go. Now until Friday, if you sign up for the leadership line for $37 a month, and you do it before Friday, you're going to get 1 year of my Facebook posts. That was a class I taught last December, and I did 666 Facebook posts. And inside that 660 Facebook posts, you're going to get that as part of this Directors Boot Camp to get your center up and running better than you have before. This whole system that we use is using the checklist, our drop-off program, our social media. This is what keeps Scribble Time #1 in the community. We've been voted 3 years in a row #1 in the region and in the area. And it's because, our teachers are engaged, they love what they do, and we can keep the center and the academic level up high by doing all these things. Each of these classes, we normally charge certain prices, but because we add it to our leadership line, you get all $447 worth of training included in your sign up. You get immediate access once you pay for the leadership line for $37. You get immediate access to the Director's Vault that has the 3 months of training. And what happens is every month I do a training, which is November, I think it's the 3rd or something. It's the first Wednesday of November. Once I do that training, I immediately put the new training in the vault, and the third, the oldest one gets kicked out, and you'll still have access to the 3. But you can always just save the page. It's just a simple website. You also get access to directors just like me and you. And sometimes you just need, you have a question. Like the other day, we actually had a question about abuse and neglect in there. We had a question about field trips, fundraising. I mean, anything you need to ask. It's a private forum. No one on Facebook sees it except us directors. That's it. Confidential, and it's just a great place for us to share things. Sometimes people will share posts that they did on Facebook that did really well, just so that other people can try it. And if you, like I said, if you sign up by day, you're going to get all the social media posts for the year. So now you can literally, once you buy it, you can start posting whatever it says on there now. And then when you hit January, you can go back to the January that we already did and recreate and have all the posts up until now. So for the next year, you're going to have everything that you need. I want to thank you for joining us. I'm on a mission to fill up every single center across the country with in full enrollment, or if not close to it. I will tell you that years ago when I saw the recession and I saw centers closing, and I'm still seeing centers closing, no one's going to change our industry unless we do it together. And I am so excited to see centers that I work with all the time tell me that they're filling up. I just had a woman the other day. She told me that she got, she was half full when she started with us a year ago, and now she's totally full. When I see that, it's just so worth it to me. A center down the street is struggling, and we're working on a Facebook, a social media plan. She's totally getting more phone calls. I have other centers that are, not organized. They don't know how to manage them because it's a struggle trying to manage your employees. I totally get it. I'm teaching ways using my checklist system to show you how to keep your center consistent, because you can sell spots by word of mouth easy. It's just keeping it up. Like, you sign a new customer up, you got to keep that relationship going with them. They got to walk in and see great things coming from you. How do you get your teachers to do it? And that's why I'm helping you. I truly believe we can make a huge impact across the United States as child care centers if we work together. Just because I have centers right next door, they're part of the leadership line too. I can only have 113 kids a day. There's way more than 113 kids in North Attleboro and in my area. It's the same with you. It's not always because of the financial need. You can get people signing up if you're offering a great service. And if you're stuck, that's what we're here for. Go to the Facebook group and say, you know what, like, I haven't gotten any calls this week. I'm going to guarantee you that a bunch of directors are going to be like, all right, try this, try this, try this. And we're going to work together to try and get your centers full. And I'm just really excited about all the things that I'm seeing. Someone wrote, do we join on Flip Your Center? You can go to the leadership line and join right then. It's on the Flip My Center. I'll cut a paste and link to it. But you can join anytime, but the recording will come out it should come out pretty soon. Is there any questions that you have? Anybody have a question not related to Facebook that they're stuck on? And I'll tell you that the leadership line is $37 a month, and you get the training certificate. And believe me, if it doesn't work for you, you can leave if you want. I've only had 2 people leave it in the year that we've had it up and running, and they left it because one of them moved to Georgia, and the other one just didn't want to. She had her sister running her center, and it wasn't going well. So, but if anybody else has any other questions, I will answer them. If not, I'm going to end the session. I'm really excited that you got to join us today. It's great having people live. I really hope that that you really work on your Facebook page and that you get the engagement up. And I hope that you join me on the leadership line, because those 3 classes plus this Facebook class really make a huge difference. And they can fill your center up really quick. If we work together. So have a great day. I have an hour left of rest time, so it should be quiet in the center when I open up my door. And then I'll be doing exactly what you guys are doing too. So have an awesome day, and I hope to connect with you soon, and keep following us on Facebook. Have a great day, guys.